After a surprise win against Southend last time out, we then headed home for two fixtures, the first of which was against expected 10th place side Chesterfield, whom, thanks to a second-minute Dyson goal and second half finishes from Newton and Fielding, led in the end to a 3-1 victory. This, however, was short-lived as Solihull beat us in the rearranged fixture 1-0. Now, after taking our first defeat, we could have let our heads drop on the road to Kings Lynn. Thankfully, however, this wasn't to be the case, as we secured a 2-0 victory through efforts from Campbell and Heaney. The final game, as you can see, then saw us welcome Aldershot, which in the end turned out to be a rather dismal performance from both sides in front of goal. And so, with that reasonably good run of form out the way, it is time for a little bit of bad news. First of all, Haleb did reapply for his work permit. Again, it was rejected. It's not looking good on the Haleb front. Don't see him playing, but we'll keep on trying. Heck, and worst case, we can release him if need be. Also, couple of injuries, hence why we are, of course, here in the medical centre. Those are to Josh Knowles and Mackenzie Heaney. Mackenzie Heaney picked his up in the Kings Lynn game, and Josh Knowles picked his up in training. Both out for a couple of days. Josh Knowles, his was a tight hamstring and a bruised foot for Heaney, but it is, of course, time to crack on with today's game. Head on down to Maidenhead. So, I'll see you fine folks over there in just a second. Welcome everyone to the weirdly named York Road Stadium here in Maidenhead. Now, personally, I would have probably named it after a slightly nearer street and how I would define the person who named this place. And that, of course, is Bell Street. Bell Stadium would have had probably a better ring to it, but we aren't here to talk about stadium names. No, we are here for a potential relegation clash between ourselves and Maidenhead. So, without further ado, let's head on into the stadium. Okay everyone, the official team sheet is out and there's no changes to our lineup. Now you might be wondering where Kurt Willoughby is. Well, I decided Rion Potts is going to remain on the bench. I like his flexibility to be able to move him out to that left hand wing, and thus he's a bigger player than Willoughby for this team. Willoughby does have a good opportunity to try and get back on the bench in the future, but Rion Potts right now has cemented that place on the bench just because of his versatility. So, without further ado, let's head to the dressing room. Let's crack on with this. Go out there and impress me. Not only that, go out there and impress you fine ladies and gents watching today's episode. So, go out there and impress me. Mackenzie Heaney has liked that one. Not the best of team talks. Probably should have gone with something else, but not too much to complain about with that one either. Now, we of course have a kick-off highlight here, which is probably not going to amount to anything, because that is what the game likes to do. It always likes to give us a kick-off highlight for no apparent reason, but it's going to be played up. Pedder will nod it on to Dyson. Speaking of Pedder, by the way, he is one of the players currently struggling. Our centre partnership of him and Wright haven't quite hit it off yet. They are the only ones below a 7 average rating thus far into the season, but hopefully when they start linking up and getting a better coordination together, then maybe they'll pick it up. Maybe we'll have 7s across the board. Right now though, Donaldson's going to play it inside to Wright, and he's going to get it up to Campbell. Campbell with a ball up to Heaney. Heaney has won this foot race. Now can he whip it across? That is the question. He has spot behind. Instead whips it in though. Dyson. It's straight out the goalkeeper. Dyson, my friend, put it in the side. Please, just aim for that right-hand post. Even if it hits the post, at least it's better than putting it straight out the goalkeeper. But they are going to throw it in, and Mason shall collect this one. Hoofed up to the halfway line, but Campbell is beaten in the air. Adams now to Hall. Payne coming down this right-hand side. Plays it back to Hall. Lovely ball up to Payne. Please close him down, lads. Come on. Close the angle, close the angle. Whips one in. Draper over his head, and Asante has got onto the end of it. Enoch Asante. That's not what we want to see. 11 minutes into today's game, 1-0 down. That's dropped us down to 11th place. By the way, we got up to 8th place before this game, just below those playoff spots. So let's skip the rest of that highlight. We are going to go attacking, of course, because we want to bounce straight back in this one. This is a game we should be winning if we are to remain in the league. So Mason coming down this left-hand side, plays it inside to Pedder. It's now with Donaldson, up to Campbell. Lovely run by Mason. Now can he make use of this space? He's got plenty of it. Whips one in. Donaldson straight at the goalkeeper yet again. Make him work for it, please, lads. It's nice to see that you're actually getting shots on target this game, unlike the older shot game, but please don't put them straight at the goalkeeper. They may as well be off target if you're just going to place one in the hands of the keeper. Draper, though, smashing it into the crowd, and we have avoided conceding a second one here. Now, 6.6 out of Carlin. Little bit of a rough start. Same with our goalkeeper, maybe. Maybe Jameson is going to make that return. Right now, though, Fylde is winning 1-1 at Harrogate. Of course, they joined us from their promotion in the in the Conference North. Asante will get the ball. He is dispossessed by Wright, who plays it to Pedder, but Pedder then just decides to pass it straight back to them. Pedder, please, stop hoofing the ball to absolutely no one. Fielding, though, lovely interception, gets it to Pedder, and he's got a second opportunity. This time tries through ball to Heaney. Thankfully, Heaney keeps hold of the ball. Plays it over to Dyson. Dyson, finally, we forced the goalkeeper to make a save. Admittedly, I think the goalkeeper made more of that than he probably should have, considering it was straight down the middle of the goal, but we've got ourselves corner, and Mason will take this. Now, Fielding plays it out wide to Mason. Mason, come on. Great cross here. Come on. Big cross. He's been closed down. He's won a throwing. Okay, Payne closed off the angle, forced him to the byline, and we didn't make anything from that. Now, 28 minutes in, building from the back. Fielding gets it over to Carlin. Carlin, please do not lose possession there. Thankfully, he does not. Gets it down to Dyson. Dyson gets past his man, and he's got space. Plays it through to Campbell. Campbell now is getting closed down, but he's just gone and made space for himself. The goalkeeper will push it away, though, and then Richardson will clear it out for a corner kick. I thought he might have got that out for a throwing, to be honest, but looks like we're going to get a corner kick on this right-hand side. Mason will whip it in. Mason whips it in. It's nodded away by Draper, though. Donaldson, can he win this foot race? He does. Unfortunately, though, Asante will tackle him. And that is yet another wasted opportunity. We are going to demand more from the lads. So, demand more. As you can see, they've gone up to 6th place, by the way. Both of us have had great starts to the season. Unfortunately, though, they are coming up better in this one at the moment. Donaldson, though, will collect it. Pulls it back for Carlin. Back up to Donaldson. Made a lovely run. Good job, Carlin. Now, make a beautiful cross, or perhaps even pull it back. You've got spot. Pulls it back for right. Edge of the area. Whips it in back. Potini. Oh, his forced save. He's caught the ball back, though. Can he do anything with it? No. Heaney, please. Please, what was that? It's like you gave up after the first attempt and just decide to let them have possession. Newton, though, nods it down for Donaldson. Newton, by the way, has dropped to a 2.5 star. It looks like he might be on his decline, but in terms of how he's playing, he's not playing too bad. So, whilst he's still playing well, I don't care what his star rating is. Campbell, though, dispossessed by Parry, thankfully drops to Dyson. Now, can Dyson whip one in? He does. It's Campbell. Oh, Campbell, keep your head down, please. Please, Campbell. Please, I am begging you. Right now, the team overall are not playing too badly. Carlin on 6.6, now goalkeeper on 6.6. A 2 we do need to watch out for. Carlin actually dropped to a 6.5. But besides those two, we aren't doing too bad. 13 shots, 9 on target. It's just their 1 shot out of 3 on target happened to end up in the back of the net. So, show me something else in the second half. Yes, I'm going to be demanding. Show me something else in the second half. We can't be taking a loss in this one. Come on. Campbell plays it back to Newton on this kickoff highlight, of course. But will this one actually amount to anything? Donaldson coming at them, plays it up to Dyson. It's back to Campbell. Campbell pulls it back to Newton. Newton in the centre circle gets it out wide to Mason. Mason, come on, plays it inside to Pedder. Now to Heaney. Mason's made the run down this left-hand side. Bit of trickery there from Heaney, and a great job from Mason to keep it in play. He whips one in. It's nowhere near anyone, though. It's nodded away by Adams. Fielding collects. and that is a waste of opportunity. Now Mason yet again whips in the corner near post, nodded away, but it's a penalty, ladies and gents. Upward was apparently too aggressive on his challenge on right, and we have a penalty. Clayton Donaldson, of course, here to take it, but can he score it? That's the important thing. Come on, Clayton. Let's go, Clayton Donaldson. Puts the penalty away and puts his first goal of the season in the back of the net. Lovely placed penalty into that right-hand side here by Clayton Donaldson. Let's have another look at this one. Look at that. Well placed, right next to the post. Just what you like to see from your penalty takers. And this one is 1-1. We are going to remain attacking though. We want to stay on the front foot. Pedder pulls it back for Newton. He gets it up to Pedder. Pedder now into Campbell. Lovely run by Dyson. He takes a shot, unfortunately though. He took an extra second. That extra second allowed for the block to come in. And now we have a corner. Mason, come on, deliver this one. Aldershot, by the way, 2-0 up against Southend. That is what I'm blocking at the moment. And Dulwich is currently 2-1 up against Halifax. They've just gone and taken the lead in that one. Barnet 2-1 against Maidenhead. We also have Dagenham, who we are going to see in the next episode, by the way. 2-0 down to Yeovil. Eastleigh is 3-1 against Altrincham. Fyldehill 1-1. Kings Lynn is losing 1-0 to Chesterfield. And of course ourselves is 1-1. So that's the current situation around the league. And we have just got in substitution time, ladies and gents. So as you can see, everyone is playing pretty solid now. Carlin's picked it up, and so has our goalkeeper. Our backline's not doing too bad. Newton is a little bit on the tired side though, so I think we'll focus on the tired players, Dyson and Newton. So first of all, we need to sort out Newton. That means Wright is going to drop back there. We're going to bring in Mellis for Newton, and then on the right hand side we are of course going to bring on the Burn. The Burn is going to go out there, and that is our double substitution, ladies and gents. Hopefully it's going to come up trumps in this one. We have of course got that third and final sub if we wish to use it. 10 out of 16 on target though, pretty darn solid. It's a shame it is 1-1 right now. Hopefully we can go and collect another one, and hopefully it comes right now. Free kick, Mason whips it in back post, Donaldson side netting. Okay, outside of the goal. Clayton Donaldson is now a little bit tired. Okay, I guess this is Clayton Donaldson's moment to come off if we can figure out how to bring him off. That is the real question. So, got plenty of players who can move up there, not so many who can move inside. You know what? Campbell, which wing would you rather be on? Okay, so you'd be a winger on the right. In that case, Ben can come in, Campbell can drop back, and we shall bring on Potts up front. So, got a nice fresh attack, hopefully fresh enough to get us a goal. Heaney's looking tired right now as well, which is a little worrying, but Payne, causing his namesake on Mason, who, of course, is going to be taking the free kick. Whips it in, back post, Campbell forces the save. Heaney, again, we've hit the side netting. Heaney plays it back to Mason, though, and he gets across to Fielding, now to right. Well, it must have been the post, because if it was side netting, it would have gone out of play. But, again, tight angle, but I think one of those two should have at least ended up in the back of the net. We've been rather unlucky not to put at least one of those two away. Yes, difficult angle to finish from, but two of them? Come on, gotta get one of them. Pedder, anyway, nods it out to this left-hand side. He's found Mason. Now, Heaney coming down the left-hand flank has been tripped up by Payne. No, apparently that one was fair, and they are in possession now. It's played back to Payne on this right-hand side. Close him down. Hall has the ball. Now over to Payne. Payne, can he make a run down this right-hand side? He is being pressured. It's back to Hall. 1-2 between them. It looks like they're happy to take this 1-1 draw, and they are indeed, as the final whistle goes in this one. It is Maidenhead 1, York City 1. Now, Brandon Mason, 8.2, best performer in this one. As you can see, pretty much everyone had a decent game. Ben on a 6.6 wasn't the greatest of substitutes. Carlin picked up his game in the end, and so did our goalkeeper, both getting 6.7s. Pot wasn't on long enough to get a rating, so I can't really judge him in this one. As you can see, our XG was a 2.55. This got to go down as a wasted opportunity, but hopefully we don't waste our opportunities between now and Dagenham, and hopefully we can pick up a victory in the next one. But I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.